friends, welcome back to the channel. Julia here. If you're new to this channel, I just share some of the things that I used to change my lifestyle in the past 2 years by building a healthy routine, by reading more books, and I share some of the fun things happening in Hong Kong. If you happen to watch my first video, you'll see that I went through a personal transformation 3 years ago, and into this video I share more on how did I actually make my body fat drop from 29% to 19%, a 10% change in less than 3 months. Let's go. Number one is to find your why. A lot of the time when we want to lose weight or we want to look aesthetically better, it is a very helpful motivation, but might not really sustain that long. For me, I was forced into this habit, like I was going through a breakup. I felt helpless, sad, and everything you can think of during a breakup. There's nothing wrong about breakup itself. It's that I was just using that opportunity to change myself, and I was sort of forced myself into this habit. Accidentally, I was so lucky that it changed my life so much. I hope that you don't need to go through that stage. So let's see what kind of why that you can find. Why do you want to change your lifestyle? Why do you want to become a healthy person? That why should be easier for everybody to answer now, because we've just been through a global pandemic. You're healthier, you have a better immune system. That's gonna help you tremendously. Or your why can be, I want to be around of my parents when they need me the most. I can be very helpful. Or I want to be for my kids when they grow up. Or just simply for yourself, you want to be your best self every day when you go to work, just enjoying life in general. Those changes in becoming a healthier person, like for me, it's non-negotiable. Healthy for me, or taking care of myself, it's just natural. First you find your whys, and then you can see what kind of goals. We have this objective goals and subjective goals. So objective goals is focus on attaining a specific standard of proficiency on a task, usually within a specified time. And conversely, subjective goals are general statements. Say for example, I want to lead a healthier lifestyle, that are vague and not easily measurable. So let's break down how we can achieve that goal. So first, there are outcome goals. Usually those are the goals focused on the end result, and oftentimes in relation to another person. That's not very helpful. I think maybe it helps you to start, but might not be able to help you to keep doing it. I think the outcome goal, one of the shortcomings is that once you achieve it, it almost feels like you can stop. But the most important thing of building a healthy routine is never stop, to make it sustainable and part of your life. And the second is the performance goals. Those are more helpful. The goals in relation to one's own level of performance or behavior. Say for example, performance goal can be reduce calorie intake from 3,000 calories to 2,000 calories, or perform aerobic exercise for 1 hour for 5 days. Those are very specific. Once you have that, you can break it down to processed goal. Say for example, if you want to reduce your calories, what should you do? Just avoid processed snack foods and keep it out of your pantry. Say for example, you want to do 5 times of aerobic exercise, just put it in your calendar. That's set for your whole week. Now once you have the why, once you have the goals, you have a system to build up your workout habits. For me, for those 3 months, I did everything unintentionally because I don't want to eat. I reduced the calorie intake a lot, but in a healthy way. I still intake the right amount that I needed. About the calorie intake, I actually eat a lot these days, but because I know what kind of food that is most helpful. Higher protein and higher fiber diets for a healthy person. I'm not talking about specific, like general individuals. Usually it's helpful. And it's very important that you know 3,500 calories is 1 pound. So over time you have accumulated such gaps, naturally you're going to lose weight. So if you know that 3,500 calories is 1 pound, that's 0.45 kilograms. If I want to lose 3 kilograms in 3 months, 12 weeks, that means you're going to accumulate this calorie gap every week around 2,000 calories, less than 300 calories a day. That's not very difficult. Just walk a little bit more, accumulate the steps. Right? You don't have to do it at one go. If you don't have time, one less cheat meal, and that's how easy it is. I think for a lot of people, just listen to your doctor to give you the right amount of calorie intake. But at least for me, I found out that in the past, I was just stress eating. At that point in time, I reduced my calorie intake. I increased my calorie expense. I was exercising every day. That was not part of my routine. So that's why naturally the gap between the calorie intake and the calorie expense is higher. That's just how it is. The previous video of the book club episodes of Atomic Habits, you can find detailed plan of how you can build a new system around your identity. Just my personal experience. At those 2 months, I changed from 0 class of gym to every day I was at the gym. I would just choose some of the group classes in the gym, 2 to 3 times of Les Mills RPM, indoor cycling training. That's very helpful to build up the lean muscle, and 2 or 3 times of combine the weight training in the group class setting, and I also have 1 PT lesson. That's a lot. Like I was not feeling I want to go to the gym every day, but I sort of just forced myself. Once I catch that feeling, oh, because I finished the gym today, I feel happy. It's easier and easier for me to do that. It takes 4 weeks before I realized I lost weight, and it takes another 4 weeks. All of my old clothes was like too big for me, and another 4 weeks when I get that in-body test, I see how much I dropped. It's not the weight change that matters, it's the body fat changes, how it shows body composition that makes you feel better for yourself. But usually a life or habit change, it takes 6 months for you to keep it through the stages like, oh, I'm doing great, and then I couldn't keep it, and then I just started again. All those circles. If you watch this video, I hope you can change it and you will find your why, you know what to do. But here you have it. So find your why, find your goals, and break down into process goals. So it's easier for you to achieve it, and then you have the self-efficacy for you to keep going. Think about the maps. It's all about the maps. It's not that difficult to achieve. If you want, you can download some of the apps. One app I use with the Lifesum. This one is very helpful. I'm sure there are a lot more other apps. This is just the one that I use, and you can find something that suited you. Recording some of the things that you eat. Over time, you will know what kind of food that's helpful for you. It will remind you to go for exercise, to eat fruit. It's all just math. Calorie in and calories out. Once you have a bigger gap, then you lose weight, or you don't have gap, yeah, you're going to maintain. Once you understand that, it feels like you have control in your life. It's easier for you to keep any of the habits. You will find that you are super far away from those days where you need to stress eating, binge eating to feel happy. Because going to the gym, maybe at that time when you're like sweating, when you're lifting a very heavy weight, it's very hard. It doesn't feel very happy, but the long-term benefit comes a little bit later. Not too late, maybe just 1 month, maybe 2 months. For me, it's like 2 months. For you, maybe it's just 1 month. So just keep doing it. Try for 1 month. You have your own tribe, you have friends that you're going to have your new life. At least that's what happened to me. I built around a circle of friends who also go to the gym. I changed my activity around my identity. If I can do it, I'm sure you can do it. It's all about the system. It's all about the maps. It's not difficult. Right, so that's today's video about how I lost weight in 3 months and changed my body fat from 29% to 19%. I hope this video is helpful for you. If you like it, hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please consider doing so. I'm going to share a lot more in the